right, guys. I am joined by one of my friends in the game. He is back from a big trip in Vegas where he got his 50 tests clean jacket and also was there for his friends for some big pivotal moments in their careers, of course, Hall of Fame induction and all of that. He joined me here on the program. Hey!
What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, Hall of Fame induction, Izzy. No?
I didn't go.
You didn't go to Vegas?
No, I was in Vegas. I missed the Hall of Fame thing.
Hold on a sec, but are you there in spirit?
Yeah, in spirit. I was there in spirit. I mean, I saw him after and before. I saw him before.
You saw the photo? You saw the photo. I mean, you saw this moment here.
My manager Ash was like, did you bring your suit? And I was like, that's funny that you even assume that I have a suit. I don't do anything suitable.
Do you have a suit?
No. Do you know how hard I work to not have a suit?
Yeah, that's true. Me too, bro. I hate the suits. Hey, but that's still a pretty cool achievement, right? Like that fight, I'm talking to Brian Campbell over there at Morning Combat. That's one of his favorite fights of the modern era. It's one of my, it was such a battle. Pretty cool for the boys to get their flowers on that one, right?
Very cool. Very cool. Congratulations, lads.
Dude, I feel like you got a few fights as well. We've got to throw in there too.
And the what?
The old Hall of Fame wing. I don't know how it works.
The Hall of Fame fight wing.
It's not a real Hall of Fame, but I like that at least fighters are getting credit. But some of the stuff, that fight,
it's not a real Hall of Fame. What is a real Hall of Fame?
It's like a building, and you walk in, and there's.
Do they have to have a building?
Well, I think there's like the NBA, NFL one. Those have buildings, right? This is like a Fugazi one.
That sounds pretty cool. Not just like an imaginary Hall of Fame.
Well, it's real to us, and you were there in spirit. What about the jacket, man? Where's your jacket? Where's your clean jacket?
I left it in Vegas.
What?
I was supposed to give it to Oscar. Oscar wanted it.
What? Why did you leave it, man?
What the jacket of trauma? Why would I keep the
50 clean tests? 50 times people stared at your penis. You don't want anything to remember that?
I don't want to remember that. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe I don't want to remember getting my penis out in front of a bunch of old guys and having them stare at my belly button while I urinate into a cup. It's fucking weird. I'm not.
Oh boy. So Oscar has the jacket now?
Nah, he was, I was supposed.
We don't even know where the jacket is, do we? Just be honest.
We don't even know. Nah, I don't know where the jacket is. I think I just left it in the hotel.
There's like a cleaner in Vegas just using it to stay warm during winter, not realizing what the jacket even is, right?
We're in the Hangman 50 test footy USADA jacket.
Love it, man. Well, it sounds like it was a fun trip. What about the big event? Were you there in spirit and physical form for the big event, UFC 317?
Well, look, I was gonna go, but then there was a Bag Yo concert, and I was like, "Oh, that's my favorite rapper."
Who? Bag Yo. Who the hell is that?
Bag Yo. You don't know Bag Yo? I'm
sorry, Dan. I'm a big.
I went to Bag Yo after. Like missed a bunch of shit I was supposed to do for the UFC like during the week, so they ended up canceling my tickets.
What do you mean? They took your tickets away from you? They can't do that.
I was supposed to do something like, they had me scheduled to do like a Q&A, with a YouTuber and show them some MMA moves. And they scheduled it for like 7:30 in the morning, which is like 3:30 in the morning New Zealand time. And I was just like, I didn't even go out, but I was just like, I'm not getting up. And they're struggling really hard. I don't know. I've got enough money now where it's like they're struggling really hard to get me to do shit that I don't want to do. It's like, it's a very interesting place because like before when you're poor, they can control you quite easily because they're like, you have to do this or we're not going to give you these peanuts. But now it's like, I've got enough peanuts where they're really struggling to get me to do shit I don't want to.
They're like, we'll give him a jacket and then he'll do a bunch of stuff for us.
Yeah. They're like,
You leave the jacket in Vegas with the cleaner. Hey,
we'll give him the penis jacket, and then he'll get out of bed at 3 a.m. Apparently, I won't. Nah, then they would just cancel my tickets. But I was like, oh well.
so when you were watching the Kai fight, where were you watching it from? Were you watching it? Okay.
In spirit.
In spirit, gotcha. By the way, dude, shout out to Kai. Like, went out there, really put it.
I don't know. I don't know. I just want to see my friends come home safe. I don't even really care if they win and get like loads of money and fame and shit anymore. I just like, as long as they make it out of there safe, which he made it out of there. He made it out of there. He made it out of there safe with a pocket full of cash. That's all I really care about now. I don't really care if they win and stuff. I just want to see them get out safe because it's dangerous.
Of course, man. By the way, a lot of class and victory and defeated with Kai. How's he doing? Have you spoken to him? Have you been around him since he's been back?
I saw him at the after party.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, just quickly as well, dude. Topuria, Oliveira, did you watch that finish at all? What'd you think?
Yeah, well, it was like a minute and a half, and they posted it straight to YouTube. So
he posted it. Well, he posted it on YouTube himself, right? And then, I mean, on Instagram, and I think like the UFC was like, fuck. All right, let's all post it.
Let's all just chuck it up. Yeah, I think I saw it on. Yeah, sick. I saw him at the airport on Monday.
Oh, did you? Oh, what was that like, man? Did you guys say hi or whatever?
Yeah, I said, hey, I'm like, yeah. It's not like, because I talk so much shit to people that I forget what I say even. I forget it. Like, because to me, it's not like it's not a genuine beef that I have with someone. It's just like saying mean to people I'm in competition with anyway. So I don't really take it. I don't really take it that seriously or that personally. I just like back my friends up and shit. So I completely even forgot that I'd insulted him. So I just like walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, my boy, yeah." Cool. We're just like, said, "What's up?" Said, "Congratulations, champ. Safe travels home."
Here's my jacket, my clean test jacket. I don't want it. Take it.
It had already been offloaded.
Any surprises about Paddy potentially being the next dude for him?
I mean, makes the most money. And they got like a history and a bit. Nah, I don't even know if it does. I think they'll do Gagey, but I think they'll do Gagey. I think they'll do like they want to do Gagey Paddy, but apparently like Gagey's not gonna take the Paddy fight. So then it just leaves like Paddy or Gagey, and then they only really need like the only pay-per-view sales that really count are in the North American market. And so it's like, even though Paddy's like this big star on Instagram and shit, I don't know if he actually really moves the needle in North America. Like, for sure, Justin Gagey moves the needle in North America. So I think that he probably makes the UFC the most money by being champion. So I think they might do even Gagey.
You know what I love about
And then I don't know even if they'll do the Arman Paddy fight. Arman just has to sit in the corner and be a cuck.
Hey, did you run into him?
Arman? No, I didn't go to the fight. They canceled.
No, but he was around during fight week and all that stuff. You didn't run into him?
No, I would just walk around by myself on fight week.
Because remember, he said like if he ran into you, I
kicked him in the fucking head. I don't like that guy. I don't know why either. I just think he's a dweeb. Like I don't even have like a genuine problem with him. I just think he's a dweeb. I think he's just monotone, boring fighter. Dweeb, he's annoying.
I don't get it though, right? He keeps trying to call you out. This is a graphic by our guy Oscar Willis. He's like, just on a side note, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously you with an epic comeback just absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, but he gets 10-9 and he gets 10-8 in every single shot he has ever taken at me. So I don't know why he continues to kick himself in the fucking nuts. And then he goes on Ariel Helwani and just doesn't. Ariel doesn't even mention my name, which he would have loved to. So that means that his management team would have had to go to Ariel before the interview and say, "Don't bring up Dan Hooker." So it's like, don't fucking take shots at me when you continually just lose.
You think he's trying to build to a fight with you next?
Yeah, that's funny. You're the number one contender that has to wait. You have to wait till I recover from injury and come back to fight me to stay relevant. That's the position you're in your career right now. What am I, like, ranked? What the fuck am I even ranked? Like number 7 or something? Like you have to wait. You have to wait till the number 7 recovers from injury and fight him to stay relevant, and you're the number one contender. That's how much people don't give a flying fuck about what Arman's doing.
I know that probably Perth is too soon, right? September.
When's Perth?
Is it September 28th, 29th? Apparently, I don't know.
Well, how far away is that?
Fuck, what are we? 3rd of July.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna. I live weeks. I live in weeks. You're gonna have to.
So maybe a couple of months and a bit. So I'm terrible with numbers. I'm a bit.
I think like October, even October. I think that's like Abu Dhabi, and they can fuck off. So probably November.
Madison Square Garden.
In November. I like New York.
Okay.
I like New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it'd be pretty cool to be. You've never fought at Madison Square Garden before, have you?
I have.
Who was that against again?
Kicked him in the guts. Everyone was calling him a pussy.
Okay, let me have a look. I love you and me are terrible at fucking remembering anything, bro. I apologize.
Fuck, I burned this dude. I had this interviewer do like one. I haven't seen it.
Claudio Puelles. Claudio Puelles. That's the one, right?
Yeah,
New York City.
Anyway, I was like doing this media interview on Fight Week. Oh, and they sent me to like a media thing. I haven't seen the interview come out, I think, because the like interviewer fucked up so bad. But we're like doing the interview, and he's like, "So, Rafael Faziev called you out," and I go, "Oh yeah, true." I go, "Who'd he beat?" And then the interview goes, and then I go, "Oh, true." I go, "Well, that's probably why I didn't hear about it." And then I go, "Did he knock him out?" And then he's like, "Oh, nah, decision him." And I was like, "So you decision the guy no one even fucking knows, and then I'm supposed to fight him?" And then that interview just never saw the light of day. I love how the interview just never sees the light of day because the interview fucked up.
Oh, dude. Hey, the hands are right though, getting better.
No, nah, it's coming right. It's just a slog. It's just a slow process.
Yeah, it was a bad break, and it's just like taking its time.
Just take like can't make it go any fast. Can't make it go any faster, boys. It's like what they want me to break my back, fucking rush back, fight a little sooner than I should when I was still injured, and they fucking cancel my tickets to the UFC. Yeah, I'm supposed to do you a favor. Like, fuck you then. I'm not going to break my back then. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to wait till I'm 100%, and I'm going to come back. Like, I was in a rush to come back and force it, and I probably would have fought with my hands still fucked up. But I'm going to bend over backwards for a company that cancels my tickets. It's like, all right. Nah. I'm going to fight when I feel like it.
Dude, I can't believe they cancelled your tickets. By the way, I like the sound of that Max Holloway BMF fight if Max does get through Dustin Poirier. That's a cool fight.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good fight. All right, this weekend, busy man. You've been recovering, but at the same time, killing it as a promoter. You and Doc Socials getting ready for another massive event this weekend. This one with the girls, right? So break this down for me. You're in Vegas at the who was the rapper? What was his name at the Money Bag?
Bag Yo.
And at the same time, organizing potentially one of the most exciting fight tournaments of the year in New Zealand. How's it all coming along, and what is it?
That's not what I was doing. I was completely disregarding it. When I landed back in New Zealand yesterday, I sorted it all out yesterday. So I got my 32 girls all locked in. Venue sorted out, everything's good to go. So this Sunday, shit will all be going down.
So it's not in your backyard this time.
More. I was feeling like this wasn't controversial enough, so I've turned up the controversy. There'll be plenty of controversy.
What weight are we looking at for the ladies? What's the heaviest?
There's no weight limit.
Is there a heavy one?
I think like 180 kilos is my heaviest.
180 kilos? Come on, man. I think you said this on Ariel Hawani. Isn't that really heavy? 180 kilos? What is this? Shaquille O'Neal's sister or something? What is this? Let's have a look in pounds. So like 396 pounds? God. Is that legit?
Yeah, like considering I had all the guys come in and pretty much all of them fucking lied about their weights and said like, yeah, one of them said like, yeah, I'm 180 kilos, and then he showed up like 205 kilos. Like most of the guys, everyone's underselling it. So I assume that the ladies are under. I assume that the ladies are swinging way under what they actually are.
Yeah, I haven't seen you this excited in a while, man. Would it be safe to say that you didn't realize how much you'd be enjoying doing this thing? Like, it seems like you're really pretty passionate about it.
It's just a cool idea, and it's fun. Like, it's just, and you can see like when I do the event, it's like with the last event, the people that wanted to join in on it and be a part of it, because like the fighters that just like the actual fighting part and the like something exciting and cool and fun and a new idea, and it's like like an ever-changing concept, and the like options are really endless. You can see how many people are just actually excited for it, you know. I feel like they just wrapped MMA in so much cotton wool where now it's like just for nerds, you know. Like I don't want to sit in the gym for 8 hours a day and study fucking how to not be held on the ground anymore. Like it's just there's so many dweebs. There's so many dweebs in the UFC where like the actual real people that just want to have a fight have just been completely nerded out of the sport.
What I liked about it is a lot of the guys in your first tournament, right? Like they didn't really get a chance to fight. You gave them an opportunity to come in, make some serious cash, do something that they loved. But I also saw you rocked up to court with one of the boys, right? And helped them out because apparently, like, what was it? Like they broke probation or something, and you gave them like some kind of statement, right? To help them out.
Yeah. No, they like one of them was on an ankle bracelet, and the police breached him and they locked him up and arrested him. Because while you're on ankle bracelet, like there's certain things that you can't do. Two of those things are like enacting violence, and another one is like associating with gang members. And it's like there were a couple of other people that were there. But so I went down to court. I wrote a letter like explaining the event, and we had it filed in. He had it cleared off with his he had it filed. He had it cleared by corrections by saying it was like a rehabilitation activity based on physical health. Like, where's the like? He called me up. And he's like, oh yeah, this and that. And I was like, did you feel better after? He's like, I feel great. That's the best I've felt in years. And I said, well, that sounds like rehabilitation to me, my friend. So I went down and I showed face and I backed him up in court. And yeah, the judge read through my letter and he said that, yeah, this sounds like no more enacting violence than me approving him for a game of rugby league. He's like, it sounds no more violent. And then he's like, goes through and he's like, well, I approve other gang members to go to the same church that he goes to on a Sunday. They've arrested him like he's conspiring to commit crimes with his fellow gang members, which he's like, there was no one else from the same club as him at the event. Like, it's just, so he said, this is no more gang association than church on a Sunday. So the judge said, let him fuck out.
But dude, it's so good, man. It's awesome that you backed him and you were able
bro,
to do
you
that.
fight for me. That's it. You fight for me, I'll fight for you. Like, I'm not gonna just turn my back on guys that show up, strap the gloves on, and then fight in an event I organize, and then they get arrested for it when they did nothing wrong. It's like, bro, you step out and you fight for me. I guarantee I'll show up and I'll fight for you.
Well, it's good to see the girl's going to get a shot this weekend. So this is going to go down. Where can we watch it? I know last time Oscar did an Oscar. But Oscar was there last time. Is Oscar coming back, or is someone going to shoot this? You're going to drop.
Oscar's coming. He'll have his cameraman and be the same as last time, where the full. I'll drop little teasers on social media, and the doctor will be dropping little teasers on social media for a couple of days until Oscar gets back to Las Vegas and the video all gets edited together, and then Oscar will be uploading the full unedited. Nah, it is edited, but you know, the full.
Yeah. I like the way it's shot. I really like the way it's shot, bro. It looks good.
Yeah. No, it's it's sick. So it'll go up. It'll go up the same way it went up last time. But yeah, that's kind of the cool thing about it, is that unless you're because the fighters only get the fighter +1, and then it's only really people that are helping with the event. So it's like, unless you're like, it's, I don't know. It was like in the same as in my backyard. It was like a really special moment to I don't know, to be there and actually see that shit live, because it is so crazy, and it's such like a cool thing, and it is pretty. But yeah, it's pretty intimate.
Yeah, it's really special, bro. It's very unique. Are you going to enjoy this one a little more than the first one? I watched the footage back. You were like in the zone,
it's my
right?
show. It's like my show, where it's like the first one in Thailand where I just got brought over to host, and I was like I didn't put it together. I'm not on the line if anything goes wrong. It's not like I didn't match the fights. I didn't like pick the fighters. If someone gets hurt, like, it was really, I had nothing to do with like organizing that. I just got paid to like come and act like a clown, which I feel like I pulled off perfectly. I feel like I feel like I really nailed it. And then when people are expecting the same thing from the next one, and I was like, this is my house, I'm not gonna ruin my own house. And
the best was when the guy was getting in the bushes, and you're like, "Hey, get out of the bushes! Get away from them!"
Man, hey, stay out of the bushes, But that's a good, hey, a lot of people saw that where he got Homer Simpson into the back of the bush. But that's what you need to do. You can't get out of the way. It's like the same thing if someone falls back, you can't get out of their way. These people need someone behind them to make sure that they're safe. Like a human ring is like a human ring of experienced fighters is no more dangerous than like an actual ring. And then I even thought that's like a cool conversation to have about the grass. Like people, oh, but you don't have a boxing ring. It's like, bro, that is like a cool thing to teach like the younger kids or like the next generation, is just having a fist fight on grass completely eliminates the deadly risk of having a fight. And are you any tougher because you had that fight on concrete or you had that fight on grass? So it's like, bro, it's what we used to do when we're getting in fights. Like, well, come over here. Like, I'll meet you down the park, and you fight on grass. And it's like, well, now no one ever dies in a fight from getting punched. Like, obviously, there's like the very rare occasions where like someone it's got to have a heart thing or a brain thing, but it's like that's just random, and people can do that playing like rugby or soccer as well. But it's like the only way you're gonna really get seriously injured in a fist fight is hitting your head on the ground. It's not even a punch. So it's like fight on concrete, someone might die. Fight on grass, like everyone's gonna be all right.
Yeah, and also like if you're fighting in big gloves or fighting in a ring, like that might go 4, 5, 6 rounds. Here it's like, you know, one and done, and you go in, and it's kind of a more pure, kind of old school form of fighting. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a
Yeah.
3 second knockdown. So you get knocked down, you
Yeah.
got 1, 2, and if you're not like back looking at the referee by 3, that fight is gonna end. And a good experienced referee, like which we do have, Tony
Yeah.
Angelov, can tell that within 3 seconds, can tell whether a fighter is all good or whether they're not all good. I feel like a 3 second knockdown should be implemented. Bro, when they just full 8 count. All right, come back. Full 8 count. All right, come back. 4 rounds later, another full 8 count. It's like, bro, do you know how much like accumulative damage that a fighter is taking? A 25-minute MMA fight. So are you fucking serious? Like, people don't need to get, for our entertainment, people don't need to be accumulating that much damage to themselves. Like, why the fuck is it that long?
Mm.
Why is it that long?
Yeah, dude. Well, I love it. It goes back to the old school days. Almost brings back that UFC 1 vibe of like the excitement, but also it's safer. And it's good to see a bunch of fighters getting a crack that wouldn't usually get a crack. So that goes down this weekend. We're going to look out on the MacLife for the big footage, of course. Follow Dan as well and Doc Social, so you guys can follow all the footage, all the sort of exclusive clips before the thing even drops. What's your message out there to some of the people in New Zealand looking forward to seeing this one and around the world? This is kind of like the big, everyone talks about this, man. Like, it's gotten out all around the world. It's kind of like the hot new event that everyone looks forward to.
Because it's fun. Because it's fun. Watch out for more fun. I'm about to do more fun stuff.
All right, man. Dan, I appreciate you, brother. Can't wait to watch more fun stuff happen. And yeah, check it out. Thanks so much, brother.